Good morning, everyone. This is your daily dose of light. Today doesn't feel so light because there's so much going on in the world. As a matter of fact, there's some raging of one or two of the six dogs we have here on the property. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. Yesterday, my daughter had her graduation from eighth grade, and it was bittersweet because it was virtual, like most everything that's happening right now in the world. And we just dealt with it. We went with the flow. We made the best of a what do you want to call a bad situation. I like to think that everything that happens to us is actually perfect. There's a reason why we have these situations and issues come up time and time again so that we can reflect upon them, such as the situation happening right now all over the world with the riots and the horrible treatment of young black men, adult black men, people of all races are being victimized, brutalized, for seemingly no good reason, if there's ever a good reason for it. Um, when I was growing up in the 60s, my parents had this plaque on the wall. I have absolutely no idea where it came from, but it read, "Don't judge your neighbor until you've walked a mile in their moccasins." Yes, it was Native American themed, but no, we weren't Native American and aren't Native American. But my parents welcomed people from all religions, all beliefs, all races, ethnic persuasions into our home. I grew up because of that, I believe, with a heightened empathy and understanding of everybody because I was exposed to so many different cultures, so many different points of view, um, so many unique personalities. And my parents were open minded and open hearted. I'm also empathic, as most of you have already learned from being on this page. I feel people. Maybe it has something to do with that plaque on our wall, that the true meaning of which is burned into my psyche. Maybe it's my destiny. Maybe it's because of my parents. But wherever it came from, it really doesn't matter. I know who I am. I'm a child of God, and I see everything through love. I'm very good at feeling others' emotions, their intentions, their pain, and I'm good at discerning their true intentions. I know when they're hiding behind the truth with their words. I know that words lie, people lie, but actions and energy don't lie. It doesn't matter what's coming out of here. I feel and see your energy system, energy systems of all the people around us. I can see it when the media starts to bring things up on the television, in the news, on Facebook. You can feel the energy of the words. It wasn't until I went to high school that I actually witnessed racism firsthand. I was actually speechless, and speechless like I had no knowledge of the words they were saying because I had no mental point of reference to what they were saying in order to respond. This being the 60s where everything had not yet become PC, and where it was pretty prevalent that Italians were called wops and gypsies, Jews were called kikes, Native Americans were called Injuns, overweight kids were called cows, hyperactive kids were labeled speds, and the list goes on and on and on. It goes on so long that I can't even begin to or want to continue the list. If you're interested, I'm sure you can look it up on Wikipedia. There's probably a long version of the horrible things that humans say to one another. But why do we do that? Why do we feel the need to do that? Are we so hurt inside that we have to hurt other people? And the odd thing about this whole name calling thing is that when we do that, we continue to separate ourselves instead of becoming one. The injured and the victimized carry the baggage of these past atrocities because it defines them. This holding on to the past, no matter what it was, whether you were called fat as a kid or whether you were brutalized by somebody, or even if somebody just called you a silly name and you held on to it, this becomes self-victimization because we're not letting it go. And the sad part about all this name calling is when you're ingrained in a group of people, you can call yourselves that and it's allowed. But if somebody else on the outside jokingly calls it, it becomes derogatory. And then war breaks out. To say nothing of this preconceived notion about how we're separated. We are not separated by race, by belief, by anything. We are all humankind, and we are not treating one another kindly. you know, especially in light of the horrid acts of late with the violence and this inhumane treatment that's happening. And then the violence that's happening afterwards. Think about it for a second. Did all of it start with a word? And when? When did it start? Did it just start with the brutal killing that just took place, or the other killings around the nation or the world? When did it start? And why? Why did it start? And who's going to stop it? I'm sickened sometimes to think that I belong to a race, the human one, that is, that treats each other with such disdain and violence, and then uses that treatment and outcome to create more destruction, to use it as an excuse. I've learned in my life, my 58 years, that every time I ranted and raved more and more, the less I'm heard. When I speak from my heart and I speak calmly with loving intent, whether it's to my kids or to the world, I'm not only heard, I'm felt. So I ask you again, why do we do this to one another? What I'd like us all to do is wake up. Wake up now. This isn't just a race issue. This is a human hate issue. It has nothing to do with the color of our skin, but the color of our hearts. The dark forces behind the media and those who own the media outlets are using these issues to fan the flames of discord and hate. They are literally throwing gas onto an already out of control fire. And we're letting it happen. And we're jumping right in there with them. When and where is it going to stop? I say it stops with me. It stops with you if you let it. It stops with each and every one of us who says enough. I'm not going to feed into this anger any longer, and I'm just going to stop. I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to focus all my positive intents, all my positive thoughts on these issues, and I'm going to send them love. And then I'm going to sit back and meditate and ask for guidance from the angels, from God, to what can I do peacefully and lovingly? Is it write a letter? Is it make a phone call? Is it join a peaceful protest? What can I do? What difference can I make? I know the power of one, and I know the power of love. And if I use love with everything I do, I know our voices can be heard. But when violence and destruction ensue after the voices ring out, we get snuffed out. They use the violence and the behavior to say, see, that's exactly who they are. So let's stop letting them manipulate us into doing exactly what they think we're going to do. Let's do exactly the opposite of what they think we're going to do. Einstein's definition of insanity was doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different outcome. It's actually an amazing quote, because I, for one, would like to see a different outcome for us all. I'd like to see us all come together in love. Wouldn't that just blow their minds? What would the media have to report on? Love? Oh, wow, they all came together in love? Wait a minute, that's not what we wanted. Hold on. What did we do wrong? Did we not incite them enough? I say, if you don't change, if I don't change what's in our heart and help everyone else change what's in their heart from anger and hate and the desire for revenge and the desire to put someone else down, you're becoming just what you say you hate. Why would you want to put someone else down when you don't like the way it feels? Things are so wrong with our world, but another wrong isn't going to make this right. I say, let's try to work together and rise up. Rise up together. We're all coming out of a very tense time of being locked inside. Is it any wonder everybody's going crazy? If you're not out there protesting, you're sitting home sad and seething, and you're watching the news and looking at all this violence and all the horrible things that have happened, and you're just getting riled up. Close your eyes for a second. Please just close your eyes for a second and take a breath and think about this. When you saw something on the news about the inhumane treatment of these men from the police officers or from everyone else in the community, how did it make you feel? You just saw on the news the riots. You just saw a replay of what just happened. How did it make you feel? Just close your eyes. Take a check of your body. What does it feel like right now? Are you raging inside? Are you sorrowful? Are you sad? Are you angry? What's going on? Are you all balled up in knots? Answer the question to yourself. Keep your eyes closed. Now take a nice deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. Actually, put two on your heart. Take a deep breath right into your heart and release it, and just say, I am a child of God. I am love. I know love, and I can give love. Take another nice deep breath and just feel that love and feel that light. Feel the angels and God holding you, knowing you, who you are, seeing your light, seeing your divinity, seeing the power of love within you, recognizing who you are. Then take another nice deep breath and just grab all that love you have. Grab it and hold it in your hands. Take it away from your heart and hold that love like a ball, like a little baby in your hands. This is a baby you just gave birth to. This is your child of love. Go ahead and open your eyes and look at that baby in your hands. It's just this ball of love that God gave you, the angels gave you. Now I ask you, are you ready to break the real chains that bind you? The real chains that bind you are your thoughts. That's it, it's your thoughts. Take this love and all the positive thoughts you have and grab it and hold on to it, and let's push it out to the world, to all the communities in turmoil. Let's see this beautiful raining down of love over top of them, over top the fires of hate, the fires of discord. And let's just see them all wake up from the spell that the media, the world, the powers that are darker than you are trying to use to manipulate all of these people. Let's wake up to love. Have we not learned anything yet from these 3 or 4 months of this world being locked down? How quickly we can go from thriving to being destroyed by a tiny, tiny thing. Smaller, microscopic, little agent of destruction. Well, I say, once again, within you, there's an even more microscopic agent of love, microscopic agent of renewal, microscopic agent of hope, and it is your loving thoughts. It's the synapses that have every moment in your mind. Every time a thought is created, the electrical impulse that synapses to the dendrite within your brain fires out a positive thought if you choose to. It fires out a loving thought if you choose to. I ask you now, what do you choose? What's the color of your soul? What's the color of your heart? Go now and reflect and think about it. I believe in you. I believe in each and every person on the face of this earth. No matter what they're feeling right now, I believe you have the power to change the course of humanity, but only through your thoughts, which are followed by positive actions. My heart, that was heavy at the beginning of this, has been lightened. I hope yours has too. Now go out and be your own daily dose of light that spreads the light in the world. I leave you each now in the deepest peace and love. Prayers of hope and love and courage. Namaste.